o'clock now on a Friday morning. It's the 20th day of November, 2009.
Making Family First today is brought to you by Hasbro Family Game Night. Bring home the fun.
Back at 8:20 and this morning on Making Family First, how to instill family values in your kids. In just a moment, 3 tools to get you started. But first, here's how one high-profile family does it.
What are you doing today? You have a day off?
They're your typical family of 9. Spend any time at home with Kurt and Brenda Warner, along with their 7 children, and you will find a family at work and at play.
Go.
Although 38-year-old Kurt Warner is a starting quarterback for the Arizona Cardinals, the house is not a shrine to the 2000 Super Bowl MVP. The NFL star is adamant that football takes a back seat to raising his family with homespun family values.
It's all about family. I love playing the game that I play. I enjoy it. I've been blessed with many opportunities because of it. But that's not where our identity comes from, and our identity comes from our family and what we want to do together.
In their book, First Things First, Rules of Being a Warner, Kurt and Brenda talk candidly about their lives, the importance of giving back, and in a house full of kids, offer parenting tips.
Say I'm driving with everybody in the car and they can't get along, they have to hold hands with the person they can't get along with. And if they can't hold hands because one's always trying to pull away, then they have to sit cheek to cheek. And, you know, it changes the whole dynamic of whatever was going on.
The Warners also teach their kids the value of kindness towards others with the simple act of picking up the tab for another family when they go out to dinner.
We try and decide who in the restaurant deserves a free meal. We don't know anyone, but you see my kids going, well, they have 4 kids. Let's pay for their meal. Or somebody might notice an older couple that aren't speaking because they've been together for, 80 years. And we think, let's give them a meal. And it's just been fun getting their eyes off themselves and to think about other people.
Great lessons for all families as they make plans to come together for the holidays.
Holidays are about family. It's about being together. And, we're always going in a million different directions, but that's the one thing we know. Thanksgiving, Christmas, is that we're all going to be together, and that's really what it's all about. Whether the food's good or not, whether the presents are good or not, we're together as a family, and there's no better time of the year.
And Dr. Jenn Berman is a family therapist and a board member for Parents Magazine. Jen, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Listening to the Warners' family values, they are truly reflected in a Parents Magazine survey that found, there's a recent survey, found that the top 5 values that moms want to pass on to their kids are honesty, self-esteem, kindness, self-reliance, and as the Warners reflect, concern for others. All very admirable values. But how do parents get started instilling those in their children?
Well, the qualities that you mentioned are really the building blocks for a decent moral society, and 70% of the parents polled in the Parents Magazine survey said that they want to instill self-esteem in their kids. And what most parents don't realize is that in order to do that, they need to create kids who have a sense that they can give back. That family is a perfect example because those kids know that they can make a difference, and that is really the basis for values and self-esteem.
And what tools do you offer parents in terms of getting started?
3 great ones are books. You can start reading books in infancy about morals and values, modeling the behavior, and also having conversations with their kids. Most parents today are so busy on their BlackBerries or glued to the TV that they're missing that opportunity to connect and teach values.
I think what's so important, you said it was modeling behavior. Not do as I say, but do as I do, essentially.
And not only do parents need to model the behavior, but to lead. If you are donating to a charity, bring your kids into it. Ask them, what charity do you think I should donate to? Have a dinner conversation every month. Come up with $20 that you donate and ask your kids, pitch me a charity. Where should we as a family donate?
You have 4 key qualities that parents need to exemplify. Walk me through these, beginning with generosity and sharing, which is basically what you're just talking about.
Sure. Well, generosity, one of the things that sometimes we forget is that is a day-to-day value. And sharing, we don't teach our kids to share by forcing them to share. Sharing has to come from the heart, and we do that by modeling that.
So saying to your little 3-year-old, share your candy with your buddy is not necessarily the right way to do it.
It doesn't, and that's the mistake that most parents make. But saying, I have some candy, I want to share my candy with you, it makes me feel so good to share with you, that models it.
You also say one of the values that parents need to exemplify and instill in their kids, gratitude and perseverance.
And that's something you can do on a day-to-day basis, as simple as recognizing recognizing, wow, that waitress looks like she's working really hard, or writing a thank you note in front of your kids.
Especially this time of year, Thanksgiving. I mean, we're all talking about why we give thanks for what we give thanks, which is gratitude.
Absolutely, and also the thing with the holidays is that holidays need to start year-round traditions. Kids don't learn values by doing something one time. They learn it by creating year-round traditions.
And also you say stand up for what is important. That has to do with your core being and what your value system is.
It does, and most parents make the mistake of wanting their kids to just follow what they say, but as they get older, that transfers to peers.
All right, Dr. Berman, thank you so much. We'll be right back after your local news.